I'm just waiting to get into this right now. Gina just said, do we really get to eat this?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we do. We do.
Look how gorgeous it is, too.
Before we get into the kitchen and we're talking a little bit about the experience, why do you think this show is so successful?
It's real.
It's real life and real soap opera.
Yeah, it's reality TV. A lot of it is.
What makes it so real? Is it because of what happens on that boat, challenges and tests every person?
You know what? You take 7 or 8 guys, you put them in a confined space. You don't let them sleep, you don't let them eat, and you work them like dogs all day long.
It's like an episode of Survivor.
Yeah, and then you work in the worst weather conditions on the planet, and not only.
And we're trying to make a living.
Things
so
happen.
We don't have lines or scripts or whatever we got. We're on TV, but
and you feed them the same thing every day.
They only get what they run after and try to catch us doing while we do it. That's why I didn't even know what we don't even know what's going to show.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we know what you brought here today.
Yeah.
You brought some crab and some shrimp with you. But, Keith, I understand that you were a chef for many, many years before you decided to go out and
When I was a child, I started in the kitchens. That's where I literally learned how to work and work long hours. So, but then I got burnt out on it and decided I wanted to go to Alaska, and I've been in Alaska ever since. But we have crab today.
All right.
We're going to show you how to clean crab and make. Most people usually just eat crab with drawn butter.
Right.
So this is going to the next level and taking crab and some scampi and making basically crab with scampi.
Well,
so the butter's all there.
Both of you guys have different techniques on how to do the crab thing. So
Yes.
all right, let's go, Keith.
I'll show you this real quick, okay? So you get your crab legs at home. People are afraid of king crab sometimes because it's so spiny.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but so you take a serrated blade like this, and then you just score it on each side. You don't have to cut it.
Really?
Like this.
Jonathan just said, really?
I do it a different way.
Oh, you do it?
Yeah.
You do it different?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to see how you do
So
it.
you just score the crab like that, cut it right here, right near the knuckle, and then all you have to do is just pull this tendon out. Oh.
Yeah. This is good crab. Nice. This is good.
I told you there's some hazards involved with crab, even in the kitchen.
Smell crabby.
You pull these apart like this, and then in each section, once where you scored it, you just pop it like that. And
Oh, look at that. So sweet. Okay, so Jonathan, how do
send
you
these
do it?
aside.
I just do the.
All right, John.
There you go, John.
You got to pull the tendons out like you did.
Oh, look at
That's
you.
it?
Well, you can just take a cleaver
Wait a minute.
like this and just.
Wow, that's amazing.
You need this.
Look at that. I would have to do that. So I just want to go to like a high-end Beverly Hills restaurant.
Watch out for your fingers.
We're gonna help you. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so please bring it in, and we're
Yes,
gonna get cooking.
please bring it in.
So should I cut these up for you or what?
No, I already have some crab
Okay, great.
right here. So basically, the scampi I'm going right. A little bit of oil.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna make
Keith, what are you
basically.
doing there?
I'm gonna make scampi,
Oh my God.
which is usually a shrimp sauce with
What did you start with? You have olive oil?
just a little bit of olive oil, and then throw in your shrimp because these are raw, right? Mm-hmm. But the crab has already been cooked, so you're gonna wait a little bit on that. Oh my! And just take. You don't really have to worry about the proportions.
I'm glad I'm watching him.
A little bit of garlic.
I wouldn't trust him.
Well, Keith, do you teach Jonathan how to cook? Because you guys are on different
A
boats.
little bit of onion. Not really.
No, not really?
No.
Okay.
We just fish out there, so.
Isn't that
You
delicious?
say no measurements necessary. You just
Well, you just throw it into taste, whatever you like. If you like garlic, throw a little more garlic in. If you like onions, throw a little more
A
onion.
lot of us are pretty good cooks out there because we got to cook. You know, we don't have a cook.
Right. So a little white
Guys are
wine.
pretty good cooks.
Oh, that smell. Little wine? Let me ask you, when you're on the boat, and it's going up and down and up and down, up and down, how can you cook? That's cool. How do you cook and keep
It's
everything?
actually, you have on the stoves, we have all this apparatus here that'll hold the pots and pans in place.
Yeah.
So it's
Otherwise,
self-serve.
In your oven, you have to have stuff that holds your stuff in,
Yeah.
or else it just flies right back out. You could never sit stuff around like this.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Is it so good?
It's really good.
Okay, so let me ask you, how long, because you can't cook shrimp for too long, so how long do you cook yours for? This is me telling the shrimp person.
Well, first,
Yeah.
you let it go until it gets pink, okay?
Uh-huh.
And then you saute down the garlic, the onions, add a little bit of white wine. You're gonna reduce that down. Once it starts to get down like that, throw in some butter. You got your tomatoes in there already, all right? You're gonna let that melt down.
Is this one of your favorite dishes to serve the crew?
It's
probably love it because you serve it with pasta. No, it's not. What is it more?
No, it absolutely is. Yes, and it's it's a lot easier than it looks. So
Do you make crab bisque because it's so cold outside?
yes,
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious. I want to know what you feed the crew. It's like,
And we'll eat crab right out of the shell, and then the next morning, if you mix it half and half with egg and just scramble it. It's so
yeah.
But aren't you guys eating your profits here? Shouldn't you just go with like, Pop-Tarts or something?
good. So you're gonna pull those big full pots.
beautiful. That's it?
That's pretty much it.
okay.
You can add just a little bit of cream at the end and take a wire whisk and sort of bring it all together. And
Throw your crab in.
Where do you store your 6 months worth of rations, like with cream? Where do you get cream in the middle of the ocean?
oh, we have refrigerators and big freezers and
freezers.
dry stores. I mean, we'll go to a big store before we leave town and put $15,000 worth of food on the boat.
Yeah.
And then,
I would so go with that.
It takes
For
the
6
whole
months.
day to get all the food on the boat, like 24 hours.
Just to load it.
Just to load the boat with food.
How do you rotate the people who are cooking? Because if if Ken's cooking, I'm like, I'm not going to eat that day,
Yeah.
But do you have somebody that is the cook and
we'll have a
primarily-
cook on board. And the cook's job is actually really difficult because he has to, during the other times when guys are taking breaks, he'll be the guy that has to go in and kind of do a little bit of prep work between strings. Because we'll fish
My
for-
boat we switch out, but my brother Neil does most of the cooking.
I would come on the boat for 6 months just to cook
Just
for you
to
guys.
eat.
No, just to cook. To cook for you
That's
guys.
a show right
I would do it. I would do it in a second. This is so
The
much
stove
fun.
like this, and the
I
stove
would.
does this.
I'm gonna have
And
this.
her high heels.
You pretty much.
But no, wedges.
Where?
Yeah, the high heels don't work on the Bering Sea. You need a wedge. You need a little more stability.
Oh, I can make the high heels work. I can do it.
Hey,
Oh, this is
gentlemen, if I
amazing.
go in and I'm gonna buy some crab legs or whatnot, how do I know I'm getting good ones? What am I looking for
Yeah.
when I make a purchase that this is worth my dollar?
You want to make sure it's full of meat and it's the shell.
How do I do that?
Full, and then it's
You can-
it's from Alaska.
One thing you
if
can
it's
do is
from
you can
Alaska,
squeeze the
it's
shell,
good.
and if it feels like there's a lot of play in the shell, then you'll know that it's maybe not full of meat.
Right.
But the other thing
Will
is
they
just
let
the
you do
size.
that at the butcher? They'll let you squeeze the leg
Well,
before
they
you
let
buy
you
it?
squeeze a tomato in the produce department.